The publication's data showed that we placed in the top 15% of the state. The publication also, information also showed that we significantly outpaced the state school proficiency averages, specifically by 33 points in math and 15 points in reading. These honors build on our legacy. In the last 5 years, we've achieved Model PLC school status in 2022 and earned our 4th Blue Ribbon Lighthouse Award in 2024. We have challenges. We're tackling those challenges head on. Specifically, chronic absenteeism is probably our biggest challenge. Our mid-year data shows that we're making steady and measurable progress toward our annual goals, and we're making adjustments on the areas of need. We remain committed to the high standards of Orange Crossroads past and the legacy that New Hope is creating, and look forward to supporting growth for every student. Thank you for your continued support.
Thank you, Mr. Hampton. Again, I'm Brian Gustafson. This is my first year as principal at New Hope High School, and I'd like to share some of the good things that's going on at our school. Most notably, the things we're probably most excited about is our academic growth. We went from an 85 the previous year to a 91 this past year, which among the high schools in the districts, we were the highest scoring school in the district as a high school. We're extremely proud of that. Extremely proud of the work that our students and our teachers are putting into making those things happen. We also saw strong improvement in our advanced placement results. Our qualifying AP scores increased from 26% in 2024 to 44% in 2025. Specifically, the AP pre-calculus class had 18 out of 20 achieved qualifying scores, which is a 90%. That's Miss Graham's our first year AP. I hate to call her out, but that was her class, so congratulations to her, the work that she put in our students. Also, last year we were able to offer an AP seminar course to our 10th grade English students. This was the first class of its kind in our district. It combined honors English instruction with the research and presentation components of an AP seminar class. And we're excited to report in that first program, we had 50% achieve a qualifying score. So that's really impressive. Also, we're happy about and proud of the work that we're doing in our middle schools. Our 7th grade ELA students scored 73% efficiency in their ACAP summative, exceeding the district goal of 70. Instructionally, New Hope is recognized as a PLC promising school, and we're currently in the process of getting applications sent in to become a model PLC school, so we look forward to achieving that status. This year also carries a special meaning for our community as New Hope is recognized as a semi-quincentennial school, which is honoring the 250th anniversary of our country. It's allowing us to bring lesson plans to life, to help our students understand the history, where we're come, where we're going. I think that's important for every community to understand, and it's something we've embraced as a school and community, so it's important for us to continue to do those things. We've also partnered with our care center, and we have a lady that comes in twice a week. She is, her title is a family and school resource coordinator. And she comes, like I said, twice a week, and she's working with some of our students who are targeting or trending to become chronically absent. So we're working to achieve those scores or do better in chronic absenteeism. Mr. Brooks, and the board, we're extremely grateful for all the support you guys have given us over the years. Most importantly, or most notably, right over the last year, we received a new parking lot and HVAC system in the gym. We're currently working on a new heating facility outside, and we're also working to get new lights for our baseball and softball fields. In addition to that, we're scheduled to break ground over the next couple months on a new turf football and soccer field. They'll be ready to play on this fall. Overall, we're extremely happy in the direction we're going at New Hope High School, and we can't wait to keep this momentum going, moving forward. Ms. Lily, do you want to come? Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lily Morrow, and I'm a senior at New Hope High School. Growing up is something that everyone does, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Thankfully, I had Owens Crossroads and New Hope Elementary. This was where I learned to write about my favorite things, read a silly book, paint a masterpiece, and meet people that would change my life forever. Every teacher, student, and moment shaped me into the person I am today. However, that was just a start. After a few years at New Hope, I ended up having to move and transfer to Owens Crossroads Elementary. I was devastated and worried that I wouldn't be able to conquer this new journey. But that was very wrong, because thankfully, everyone was so kind and welcoming. They welcomed me with open arms, and I made even more friends. The two schools were different, of course, but they did have one thing in common. People were happy to be there. Attending these elementaries prepared me for my next steps, and I can't thank them enough. Now let's talk about my next steps. High school. This time I had my friends from New Hope and Owens Crossroads, so it was like a big family reunion. Little did I know I would meet a new family my sophomore year of high school. This was the year that JAG, Jobs for Alabama's Graduates, stepped into my life. Yes, I was already in plenty of clubs, but this one was different. It showed me what success looks like, how my future is bright, and I can conquer it. My teacher, Ms. Farlow, sat down and showed me what this success looks like. This program is special. Our class at New Hope is the only one in our district, and she is keeping it alive. This opportunity has allowed me to become the state vice president for Alabama JAG. I've spoken in front of thousands, I've met with some of our congressmen, and I've made a name for myself that I can be proud of. But of course, none of this would have been possible if I hadn't attended the amazing New Hope High School. Our school may not be the biggest, but that doesn't mean we aren't strong. We are determined and ready for the future ahead of us. I would like to personally thank the students and staff at New Hope High School for their unmatched support in my journey growing up. Thank you, Owens Crossroads and New Hope.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Haley Garrison. I'm a senior here at New Hope this year. My academic career started at the elementary, and Lord willing is set to finish here at the high school. We'll see that. New Hope Elementary has played an incredibly important role in shaping who I am today. It was more than just a place where I learned to read, write, and do math. It was where I first learned confidence, responsibility, and the value of community. The teachers at our school not only believed in me, but in my peers as well. They encouraged us when things were challenging and were always the first to celebrate our successes, no matter how small this seemed at the time. At a young age, I learned that it was okay to make mistakes because mistakes are a part of learning and growing. And as our elementary principal just stated a while ago, she was talking about how they put up new murals. When I was there, we also had a ton of those, and one that stuck out, I still remember it to this day. There was a poster on the school, I think it was actually more of a mural than a poster, but it said, "It's okay to make mistakes. That's why pencils have erasers." You see that all around, but that one just kind of stuck. I don't know if it stuck with everybody as a collective, but I know it stuck with me. While many people have heard this phrase, and cliche it may be, it reflects an important truth. Our teachers truly lived by this idea and taught us that mistakes were not failures, but key stepping stones towards improvement. At our elementary school, I was given opportunities to explore my interests, work with others, and develop skills I still use to this day. This supportive environment made me feel safe enough to ask questions, try new things, and push myself academically. Our school offered programs that challenged students who were ready to go further while also providing support for those who needed a little bit more. Regardless of the academic level, every student was valued and treated with the same level of respect. As I've continued my education at New Hope High School, those early lessons were reinforced and expanded upon. High school has challenged me to become more independent, manage greater responsibilities, and think more seriously about my future. The support from teachers and the opportunities to grow academically as well as personally helped me build my confidence in my abilities while preparing for the next stages of my life. Looking back, New Hope Elementary laid the foundation for where I am today, and New Hope High School has helped me build upon it. The lessons I learned went far beyond the classroom, and they continue to guide me as I work towards my goals. I'm proud to say that my journey began at New Hope, and its impact will always be a part of who I am and who I'm becoming.
Okay. Mr. President, I think if we were to, after what you heard from our principals this evening and all the accomplishments that are happening out here, I think if you were to go and look in the dictionary under the term small but mighty, I think that we could definitely see pictures of the New Hope family clusters. You guys are doing excellent work, and we appreciate what you're doing. Great job, principals and your staffs, and students continue to excel. We really appreciate what you're doing down here. It's district highlights, so what district would you like to start, sir?
Start down here with Mr. Brooks.
Mr. Brooks.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna kind of let this one speak for itself tonight. I'm just happy to be here in the New Hope family, and, you know, we got some good things happening over at Central and Gurley. We've got, tournaments fixing to start tournaments fixing to start, and I just want to tell my principals here that I represent. I appreciate y'all. If y'all ever have anything, y'all call me. We're a phone call away. I can come out and visit y'all, and if y'all have a problem, we can settle it pretty quick, and y'all are just very easy to work with, and I'm proud of that, and just want to continue doing that, and I'm proud to be with y'all. So I thank y'all, and y'all, school looks great, and y'all have done a good job. So keep it up, appreciate it.
I always look seeing the students' achievements, and the room we went into earlier, we saw it at Madison County. I wish all our high schools could do it somehow. I know there's some challenges with it, but just seeing that the students are looked at from their name and not, just students, and they're cared about, and they're moved on a board if they're not doing well, that's tremendous. But on to a better district. I'm just kidding. We have a lot going on in Hazel Green. It's challenging from our perspective because we have a new middle school going in at Hazel Green. We have a new wing going in at the high school. We already have our turf fields, but we have subdivisions popping up right and left. And we're trying to plan for the future, but the future is getting shorter and shorter on how our planning is going to have to go. So we got a lot of good things going on. Our basketball team's doing good at the high school. I've got to get out and watch them some. So the challenge, it's a highlight, but it's also a challenge that we are doing a lot of building in our District 1, but more to come for sure. So that's really, I know we're doing student achievement really well up there. We're trying to. So that's really all I had was what we get to look forward to.
Well, on to the next best district, all right?
Don't worry, I'll come back and talk about our district in just a minute, y'all. Y'all just wait.
No, Mr. Gustafson, all the New Hope family principals, thank you for your presentation. It was wonderful to hear all the success that's going on in District 3. And I know Mr. Best discussed it or mentioned it a while ago, but while we represent our individual districts, we are supporting the entire Madison County family. So we take a lot of pride in that. So anytime we can support you, please contact us. We'll be happy to help in any way we can. Spartan Intermediate School, we're getting down to the short rows, I think, on that one. We're on schedule, so if you haven't driven by there yet, please do that. We've got a lot of exciting things going on. Spartan High School, their basketball team plays area Huntsville High School tomorrow night, so looking forward to that. And Spartan Middle School, we've partnered with some of our community partners, state legislators, and got updated fencing replaced for their baseball, softball. Of course, those of you that don't know, that up until last year, our softball field did not have lights. So we're very excited about that. 1958 is when that school was built, and 2025 is when it got its lights. So, but we're excited about the future of District 4, the Madison County school system. So, but thank you, New Hope family, for having us again tonight. And that's all I have.
I don't want to compete with which is the best district, because everybody knows on the left end of the table. But what I want to make sure everybody understands, when people talk to me about Madison County and what makes Madison County a very good school system with such a small amount of money, I say our biggest strength is our caring communities. In the New Hope, where the Madison County, Gurley Central, up in the Tony area, Hazel Green, Monrovia, each one of these communities cared dearly for the schools in their system. and they support their systems, and sometimes you get sometimes you kind of wonder if that's unique. And from my travels throughout the world and throughout the state and the nation, it is. And that's the strength of our system, is that our communities care. And when somebody comes into our communities, we welcome them as a member of our community. Our communities have standards of behavior. We support our kids. We expect good behavior out of them. And it's absolutely wonderful to see what the good things are being done academically here in New Hope. Mr. Best, Mr. Jones, and I, we all have high schools that have more students in it. But I would very much like to see that same attention to individual achievement somehow be implemented, at least at the Spartan High School level. One of the things that was brought up about new softball lights and baseball lights here, my understanding is that next year, Monrovia Middle School will get its softball lights and its baseball lights. And it's only 27 years after the school was built. And so, one of the things that I like about what we've done as a board in my 3 years is that we've taken away the idea that principals are supposed to raise $350,000 like fields. Principals are supposed to have a bake sale to support all their athletic facilities. And we've tried very much to support our principals, not only here in New Hope, not only in Gurley, but also in Hazel Green, up there in Spartan Middle School, and of course the Monrovia area. And I'm very impressed with the commitment of our families, our churches, our what happens in the ball fields, the supporting our schools and our communities. And I'm very honored to be here and see you sharing your success.
I want to go back and say one thing. You know, Mr. Bird brought up a very good point. In the past, we've looked to the parents to go raise the money. You know, y'all want lights on your ball field? go to Mr. Witt at the bank, or go to a First National or wherever and get the money. And what I had seen in the past was when my kid has graduated, I'm still on that note for that ball. That's not good. We can't always do it, but we're trying our best to do it as much as we can now. And it's years ago, I remember one of our directors saying, "Is it co-curricular or is it extra?" Well, it's co. I mean, nobody in school has went through school and not played a sport. We know it. It all goes along with it. It's intertwined. So from our perspective, we want to see as much as help to the community as we can. It's not always going to be there. Hopefully it will be. Yeah, but we're having to take turns like you do at home when the wife wants a new car and the husband, he has to drive the truck, the old truck. So that's just how we have to do it. And so many times we say we do more with less. We do, and that's not always a badge that I want to keep. That's not a pin I want to pin on my shirt, because our employees deserve more than that. So, but from our perspective, we're united in that decision to help as much as we can. So thank y'all for bearing with us. And it's not just athletics. I mean, it's all around, but that's been our goal. So
Yeah, let me echo off that a little bit, because what y'all were saying about, because there was years that we didn't put any money in sports. The system didn't. So I appreciate the superintendent and the CSFO, Joe. I appreciate everybody working together and seeing the needs, and because the things that we're doing now can't be fundraised to do. I mean, you couldn't raise 10 years and do what we're doing. But I appreciate everybody on that too. But I was taking notes. What was that score the school had, sir? What was the score again? Was it a 91? Okay. Oh, I was going to write that down. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Just so that you're kind of aware, our major capital projects that we have going on right now is we are finishing up Sparkman Intermediate School. Sparkman Intermediate School is going to be a 4, 5, 6. It's going to take grades 4th and 5th from Harvest Elementary and Mass and Crossroads Elementary School. which Madison Crossroads is one of our 2 largest elementary schools in the entire district, and take the 6th grade out of Sparkman Middle School to give them some growth. So that new school will alleviate the growth that's happening in north of the Sparkman zone. You know, if you go 53 up to Ardmore, it's that area that's going north of there. That's where the new school's at. So that's what that's designed to do. At Hazel Green Middle, we're building Hazel Green Middle on the north side of the campus of Hazel Green High School. And that is gonna alleviate some growth issues across the entire Hazel Green family, because we're also putting a wing on the high school. And so those are some of the things we're doing, and they were alluding to the turf fields. When we did is we are adding a turf football field, soccer field, utility band field for every high school that we have in our district. So all 5 for next season will be starting off with turf football fields. And the reason being is we have between football and soccer, and we are now getting girls flag football. You got male and female soccer, and then of course you got band competitions. The use of the fields and the wear and tear and the cost is a lot more cost effective to have turf. It holds up better, it lasts longer, and so we're making that investment. So all of them will have them. Our next 2 are going to be, we're working on Buckhorn in Madison counties now, and New Hope was next, because we are trying to, at a request of the principal, the soccer wanted to have their last senior season on the grass field, so we put New Hope last just so we can get through soccer season, and then they'll start down here. But beginning of the fall of next year, they'll all be playing on turf fields, and it's gonna be better for all of our athletes and for all of our schools. And I know you guys are fighting over who's the best district.
But just tell them District 3.
Well, here's the thing, is that
Hands down,
I'm blessed to be
District
the superintendent of the best district in the state of Alabama.
We'll
So
give you that.
We
We'll give you
win the
that.
whole
We'll
thing.
give you
So,
I'll give you that.
with that, I'm gonna turn it over to, Jessica, our public relations director.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Jessica Geary Cantrell. I'm the Director of Public Relations and Communications, and tonight we are honored to recognize board member appreciation, and I want to say it truly is an honor for me to say thank you to each of our board members tonight. I know that we have 4 out of 5 present. I made sure to make a phone call to Mr. Jones today to let him know how much I appreciate him as well, but looking you each in the eye, telling you what a wonderful job you do for our district and how much we appreciate you, it's an honor for me. I have the unique opportunity to see your work up close, both the moments the public sees and the many that they don't. You remain accessible to our schools, our staff, and our community. And I think that you want to know that your work matters. It may be a thankless job at times, but it matters to our community. And my own personal child is a student, both of them in this district, and you're leading us well. We appreciate the work that you do together, that you lead collaboratively, and that you stay grounded in what's best for our students and our employees. Tonight we want to pause and intentionally recognize each of you. In addition to a short video of thanks, our principals from your district are here tonight, and they are honored to present you with a small token of appreciation on behalf of their schools. So we'll go in order of the districts, and then at the end, we'll gather you all together. I'll pick my camera back up and take a picture of you all together.
Wonderful.
District 1, the Hazel Green area, presented by Ms. Whitney Collier to Mr. David Best, our board president.
Thank you so much for all that you do for our district. We
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you.
District 2, Buckhorn area, Mr. West Jones is not in attendance tonight. District 3, Madison County High School and New Hope High School, presented by his feeder pattern, they're here tonight, Mr. Brian Brooks.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It's a nice basket.
Believe it or not, Mr. Hampton said he was not going to speak. District 4, Sparkman Middle School and Sparkman High School, Mr. Keith Jones, presented tonight by Ms. Amelia Evans, principal of Madison Crossroads.
I think we have the best, but I love all of them.
And District 5, Monrovia Middle School and Sparkman High School, Mr. Bill Bird, gift presented by Ms. Pat Rogers, principal at Legacy Elementary. So tonight we say thank you. Our schools are stronger because of your leadership, and we're grateful for the time and the care and the commitment that you give to Madison County schools, all 21,000 of our students every single day. We've got a short video to thank you, and we'll grab a picture together.
It was hot that day. I'd like to point out something in that video. If you notice, it was right over left, every picture.
Every picture.
We're well trained, thanks Jessica. Gentlemen, I would like to say thank you very much for your service. Thank you for, I've enjoyed working with y'all. You guys, I appreciate what you do for your schools, for your students, and for the families and communities that you serve. We really do appreciate you. And with that, we will, Ms. Greer, I believe our next thing is, oh, do you want to get the picture first, Jessica? Okay. Right over left.
Yes, right over left. I don't know where we're going. I guess right here.
You can do it here.
Are we holding our goodie baskets up, or? All right, okay. I got some nice stuff in there.
How are you?
I appreciate that. Thank you. That's very nice stuff. I'm gonna give you a hug. They get handshakes.
No problem. I am fond of you too.
You want right here, young lady?
Oh, I don't know.
I was fixing to say.
I am.
Left over right, right?
Right
Yeah,
over
left
left.
over, right over left, right over left. It's always right over left.
And then looking right here, look great. Mr. Hampton, please scoot in just a bit. There you are, ready? Looking right here, 1, 2, 3. Thank you for being here.
Thank y'all. Thank you very much. How you doing? Did you get ordered?
Okay, this all right. Miss Cruz already did.
I throw the number back in there. You didn't like the number again?
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hey, thank y'all again. I understand. I appreciate all that. Where are they playing at?
Ms. Greer?
Good evening, thank you for having me tonight. My name is Jean Greer, I'm with the School Foundation, and recently I wrote a grant to Lockheed Martin for some STEM money for all 3 districts. I represent Madison County, Madison City, and Huntsville City with our foundation. So I'm happy to present tonight $13,000 for the STEM program here, and Brianna's gonna talk a little bit about what that money is going to. But before I turn it over to her, I also want to remind everyone that on January 28th, we have our Golden Apple Gala, so have you received emails from me? It's a very nice event. Commissioner McCutcheon will be there speaking, Mayor Battle and Mayor Bartlett, and Mr. Kubik will present you with your award. So it's a nice event, I hope you can attend. Also, Ron Clark will be with us on February 25th. If you're interested in that, contact me, so that's going to be a big event as well. So now I'm going to turn it over to Brianna to talk about how we're using this money in Madison County.
Hi, I'm Brianna Hogan. I'm the instructional technology specialist for the district. Last year we were able to receive the grant from Lockheed Martin and Jeannie Greer, and I'm so excited to be able to partner with her again. We just found out this week that all 7 elementary schools that we were able to start GEMS programs in were all accepted into the expo this year, which will be at the Space and Rocket Center. So we're very excited about that. That's coming up in March. So this grant allows us to give these sponsors a stipend because we want them, they're doing all of this work outside of school hours with these girls, which GEMS means Girls Engaged in Math and Science. So all 7 of these schools jumped in this year. They started these programs. They work with these girls. They had to submit an application and video about their project that they're working on, and they will get to go and present that to a lot of STEM leaders, a lot of companies in our district. And we're also working on setting a date so that you guys can come and see the projects and everything they've been working on. And this money will allow us to expand into the middle school realm because we can have programs in all the way up to 12th grade. And so I have a special friend here with me today. This is Ms. McCollin. She is one of the sponsors that we have in the district. She's one of mine that jumped in last year. I mean, head first. She's rocking it. She's actually at New Hope Elementary, and so she's going to talk a little bit about what this program means for her and what she's doing with her girls.
Thank you. The program is great. I have 10 girls in my cluster for GEMS. They're ranging from 3rd grade all the way to 6th grade. I teach 6th grade science at New Hope, and we're housed in the elementary building. And with my support of all my peers and my leadership, Ms. Woolsey, we have pulled these girls together and we have done great things. Last year, it started after school began, and we dove in, we got the selection, the letters out, the girls came, we got STEM kits, they just kept building, they were just doing it by themselves. I tried to step back and be the facilitator and just let them do everything, and I mean, their brain space is just amazing to just see all the explorative things that they can think about and do, and the creativity. So we got accepted into the expo. I was so excited, and we are currently building a roller coaster because our project is going to be on potential and kinetic energy. So we have some little cars, they have to build everything, they've already started, and it's just gonna be exciting. We're all very excited, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. Thank you.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good seeing you.
Yeah, you
Thank you so much.
Good to see you, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, before we get in here, I got one quick announcement.
Okay.
For all of you, if you happen to be out towards Sparkman High School tomorrow night, the middle school honor band is performing their conference, or their concert. And what it is all the honor band students from all the schools in Madison County, they get together and the directors get together and they perform a concert. So that's at Sparkman High School tomorrow night. I think it's at 7 o'clock is when they start. And again, it's all representative of everyone across the district. So unbelievable. It's the 21st year. It's the 21st annual concert. So if you happen to be out that way, please stop into Sparkman High and take, you would not believe the quality musicians we're talking about for middle school, especially middle school, because they're still learning, but they are fantastic. It's at 7 o'clock. So, Dr. Minsky. Oh, Mr. Cusor.
Good afternoon, I'm Joseph Cusor, Director of Operations. I want to say first, before I get into that, is coming out to the cluster, I really enjoy that. More so than anything, from listening to our board members and then our principals as well, but the student leaders. That's what I enjoy from each one, to hear their experiences, what they've gained and what they're doing, and how involved they're already in state and different things. To me, that's the testament of what we're all about. So thank you, both of you. So for informational purposes, you have it on your screen there. There's an agreement from a cell tower company. I have sent that agreement over to Cynthia to start going through it for legal. They're looking at a 75-foot by 75-foot piece of parcel on our Buckhorn High School, middle school campus for a lease. It's 75 foot by 75 foot. You have a map there to show you where it's at. If you come into the north entry road, go all the way to the back where the greenhouse is at, it would be just north of it, in the parking lot area. Be fenced in. What they're looking at, they reached out to us 6 months ago or even longer, as they were looking in the Buckhorn area on Winchester Road for an area for a cell phone tower. And the reception out there is pitiful, but so this should help our schools, not only our schools, but our communities as well. So after all of their processing and evaluations, they've come back to us and they prefer our campus in that spot. So it's a 5-year lease. They'll give us an option. They have a year to move on that. If they don't do anything, they can up that option for 1 more year, if I remember the writing. And then the lease itself is for 5 years, and it can be renewed for up to 9 more after that, so basically 50 years. But it's only here for information for you tonight. Look through that, see what you think about it, and then it'll be coming back up, you know, in the near future.
Joe, if the lease is not renewed, will they just assume
There's the
all
road
the cell
that goes
phone
back
tower
there.
or
It's
everything
way
else?
back.
Would say yes, and I haven't gone all the way through the lease agreement at
I
this
saw
time.
yours is bad too.
I believe it is, I believe they do. Yeah.
I know they're carrying their own insurance up to $1 million. I was looking for those type of things. It was fenced, you know, my
gonna be like
inquiry
right here.
was to make sure that it was gonna be secure for being on a school campus.
It doesn't
We
impact
don't have kids wanting to go climb, or students, a cell phone tower.
I don't wanna be like
Senior
those
Frank.
satellite TV, receivers that you see out here periodically. So unbelievable.
But it is there for informational. Next time we bring it up, there's more questions, or if you go through that and have questions, please reach out to me. And if I don't have the answers, we'll reach out to this group and get those for you for a good decision, okay?
Which carrier?
It's just the tower, different carriers will pay to be on it.
I know it'll help the community tremendously, but also it'll help out, in my opinion, as far as school safety
Yes.
for cell phones and things like that, because that is one of our worst schools as far as cell phone reception if something was to happen, right? Yeah.
And we can work.
Right. But I like it for school safety, so.
Absolutely.
You know, something.
Is the $1,000 going to District 1 a month?
I don't act like this at y'all's place.
Hey,
We'd actually
We
talked
have
a
some
little bit
ideas.
about that, so one of the proposals we were talking about is the system gets a third, Buckhorn High gets a third, and Buckhorn Middle will get the other third, so they can use that for
yeah, that is.
Any other questions at this moment?
Hey, if you don't ask, you get the answers always now.
That's right. You don't get anything you don't ask for. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Joseph. All right, administrative items. I recommend approval of the contracts for services as submitted.
Motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor.
I recommend approval of the personnel items and the addendum as submitted.
Have a motion. I don't have
You
a motion
voted on
yet.
it, you said?
Waiting on the motion.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Can we pause for a second here, sir?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Williams, we have just approved Mr. Rico Williams as our new principal at Sparkman Intermediate School, the school that we're currently building. He will be here.
Wonderful.
Rico, is there anything you'd like to say?
Oh, no, I'm just excited, I'm humbled, and I'm ready to get to work. And I just want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to serve the community that I've taught in, that I live in, that I currently, I'm a principal AP now in, so I'm just excited to get started.
Congratulations.
Mom, Dad said, Mom, we'll get some pictures as soon as we're done. We only have a couple more items real quick, and then we can get some pictures, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and approve a contract for him. So I recommend approval.
I thought you might jump the gun a little bit there, brother.
Hold
He
on,
might want to
just
get
a
paid
second,
for this
okay?
new job. I recommend approval of the principal probationary contract as submitted.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All in favor.
Now you good.
He was already approved, now he can get paid.
Yeah. That's when he's gonna show up and I'll show up.
I recommend approval of the termination of employee number 1, a CMP worker at Sparkman High School effective February 2, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor.
I recommend approval of supplemental contracts and the discontinued contract as submitted.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in- wait. Did you vote?
Yes,
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry. All in favor.
Aye.
If we can take a quick break, you want to tell them what we're doing, and then we can.
Mr. Vetch, for an executive session, will Mr. Smith attend?
I'd already discussed things with him, but that's fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
At this time, I'm gonna, ask for a motion to go into executive session. We have some, land discussions to discuss, and we possibly could come back in here and vote, but we're not real sure where this discussion is going. But at this time, I'll accept a motion to go into.
So
Second.
moved.
Okay. I have a motion
Second.
and a second. Mr. Brooks, he did loud, but any discussion? Need to vote?
Or
All in
executive.
favor? All in favor?
Can we take a quick break so we can get some
Yes,
pictures
yes.
with Mr.
We
Williams?
need to. And we'll just go in that room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on, hang on.
Yeah.
No.
This is about the land that's growing. We're trying to do.
How you doing?
Can't-
How you doing?